Welcome to Bear Essentials, and I am Bear Byers. Hey, let's get this out of the way. I wanted to thank you for watching and taking the time to review all these content creators and what they're doing. If you enjoyed this, please share it and please hit the like button. As you do that, please subscribe. Become part of the Bear family. Come on into the Bear Cave. In fact, each and every one of these video content creators need your subscription, need your like button, need your input. We appreciate the support.
So it's that time to go over the rules. We'll try to make it a lot shorter this week than in weeks past. So 4 points we give out to guides, how-tos, walkthroughs, very important stuff that makes the game playable. That includes demonstrations and techniques, tricks of how to do the raid, how to survive in the dark zone, these kind of items. All the information about the seasons or the leagues included in this category. Any discussion about weapons, which weapons is best category, your exotics, all that falls into this how-to. This is the main part that people are looking for to understand the game a little bit better. So this is why it scores the highest. The next level is builds, stories, and vendor resets. The vendor resets, a lot of people want those, but they're good for only that day usually, or maybe for the week for like Cassie Mendoza or the vendor resets. But the where to farm to, those are really day-to-day changing. Then we have the next level, which includes streams, live broadcasts, any kind of discussion. And right now we're grouping news into that category. But if you feel that news is a little bit important, needs bumped up to that 3 level, why don't you put that down in the comments, and we'll make that change if you feel that news is more important than, say, just a journal discussion. Then we give 1 points to the rest, which are usually more opinionated, self-promotion. Like if you want to promote your channel and you're making a video on, say, your Discord, or just kind of celebration that's more about you or your clan, or something that doesn't involve the major community, those fall into that opinionated, the rant videos, that category. And because this is Division content, even though this is Division 2, any video on Division 1 gets included in this. We're going to give a point to any content creator, even Division 1, but this is a Division 2 channel, so the Division 1s are only going to get 1 point. Now, here's the penalties that we haven't talked about before. If you make a video and you have nothing on it, it's just a stream, or it's just film, right? It's just you playing, no commentary, no music, no nothing. It's just running around, or you just showing your build, but you're not explaining anything. You're going to lose a point for that. So if your video is worth 4 points, now it's only worth 3. Each one you do it. So if you make 10 videos and you have no sound and no commentary, nothing that explains why you're doing what you're doing, it's going to be 1 point less than everybody else that's making that same content. That's just fair for the newer content creators, or the people that are just throwing things out there. We're going to give them full points to somebody that's really taking the time to put quality videos out there. So that's something we've had to adjust. And then, of course, we give the big next for anybody that basically is false advertising, clickbait, just a pure outlie. That you lose 25 points and any points you would have gained off that video. So it really hurts you. You don't want to do that. And then we have the 5 points off for anybody that's glorifying an exploit, a glitch. Some of the things that's happened in the game that just happened, like the Warhound, they declared that, that was something that they needed to program. It wasn't a glitch. It wasn't an exploit per se. Doing the target practice when you weren't failing on purpose, that wasn't a glitch. That was just being using the most that the game gave you at the time, and they adjusted that. So that's kind of the penalties and everything like that. Cut that down a little shorter this week. You guys have heard it before. So most of everybody that's in here, we've really searched trying to find every content creator at Division 2. So if you know that there's somebody making content now that's still out there making videos in Division, let me know. We'll include them. I need to talk to them, make sure that they're okay with being part of this program, and we'll get them on here. So there you go.
Let's get started with the countdown. Who's going to be first this week? Who made the countdown and who was left out of the top 13? These are the questions I know some of you want to know. But first, let me tell you about that we have a Discord for the top 13, and we are trying to get major sponsorship for each and every category for each quarter, and especially for the year-end stats. Don't know how much we can get, but we're working on that. And so again, every subscription, every boost of this channel helps each one of you content creators. So let's cut to the top 13. At 13th place, there was a 3-way tie, so we actually have 15 this week. And first up is the second wave. Some of you know this is GC Rock's group. His clan do a lot of streaming, and this week they came in with 18 points. All 9 videos were streams, as that's kind of what they do. Now they beat out GC Rock himself. GC kind of had an off week, only had 2 streams himself, but 9 here on this channel. So congratulations GC Rock and all the hard work of the clan behind the second wave. Hey, the next one up, again tied with 18 points here at 13th place, is Aspect of Skills. Now I ask each one of you to come check him out, give him some subscriptions. He's been around a little bit, but kind of slow and growing. This week he cranked out 2 league videos, 2 build videos, and 2 streams. 6 videos give him the 18 points. That's why we see him here tied with the second wave and our next contestant, which has been dominant on the charts each and every week that he has been making videos, and he's only been making videos now about 6 weeks. It is Hardly Gaming. Yes, he comes in here at 13th, and I'll tell you what, I've told you from the get-go, this guy is going to be up here each and every week. Unless something really changes, this guy cranks out videos. He really enjoys doing what he's doing. And he isn't one of those people that is over about himself. You can tell that he loves the game and he really wants to give back to the community. You can tell it in the way he's doing things. Again, one of those guys that don't have a astronomically big amount of followers, but he should have. He's working hard, and every week that he has been a content creator, he's been right here. give a shout out, Paul up for Harley Gaming. Next up, he's been on the chart a few times these last 4 or 5 weeks. It's Jeez. That's Jeez. 12th place here. He came in with 19 points, just barely beating out the tie there for 13th, and gives him a solid place there at 12th place. So congratulate Jeez. Stop by, check out a few of his videos, tell him the bear sent you. This next guy will tell you, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Check out the vibes. You know, especially if you're a PlayStation guy, you really should be following him. If you're not a PlayStation guy, PC, Xbox, still tune in for his channel. He's got a lot of great things to say. He really helps out his subs, works a lot with getting people their Eagle Bear, and on Friday noon every week he has players state of the game where you can get in, you can make your voice heard, let some people know how you see this game. It all doesn't have to be bad. There's a lot of us that love this game. A lot of us that the game could completely disintegrate and we still love the game. Now there's a lot of great games coming out this summer and it's going to be hard to keep on top of things. But you know, this PTS that they've been doing PC, and I want to thank all you PC guys that's really spread the word on what's going on out there, because us console guys can't get on there and do it. So you're our eyes and ears, and we're kind of at your whim what you're telling Massive to produce. That's going to be our game. But I know we had a big discussion, a lot of us that were on the Vibes' channel on Friday. We were dreaming up builds as we go. Some of these were just making themselves. So again, give a big shout out to the Vibes. 10th place, Pure Prime. What's up, agents? He says Pure Prime has been in and around the top 13 since the moment we started at year 2. And I've been going through a lot of the last 13 weeks to categorize each category and individually rank each category, each person for overall best in story, best commentaries, best news. Some of the stuff has been real surprising on some of the data I put on here. But I guarantee you're going to see this man's name all over some of those categories, if not all up. Pure Prime's been here. He's here every week. So give a shout out. Check out some of his videos this week. Pure Prime, another busy week for him, and he's back on the charts. Now here's a man you haven't seen on the charts too many times. In fact, I do believe it's his first appearance on the top 13. It's Sergeant Graybeard, and he cranked out a league video, an exotic video, some gear videos, news video, and two generalized videos, and he was able to crank out 22 points. That earned him 9th place. Why don't you check out Sergeant Graybeard? He's been around a little while. I love his old retro gaming intro. It's pretty cool. So why don't you check him out, and I hope we see him a lot on this content, and I hope we see him week after week. 8th place goes to last week's birthday boy. It's Clint FLAIR Woo. Woo the Community is one of his big projects, one of his weekly events. He has a lot to say in a very gentle and kind way. A better, nicer gentleman I don't think you're going to find. Clint FLAIR Woo is one of those guys that just, you got to work hard to even dislike this guy. He's so likable. Check him out. He's got a gentle way about himself. Clint FLAIR Woo. And it was his birthday last week. Next up, Patrick Wolf. One of the mainstays, always up here, doing a great job. And he earned himself 7th place this week with 23 points. He did it with a weapon video, 2 news videos, video about exotics, some gear, 2 vendor videos. He shared some of PTS with us as he did some of those streams and reported some of the stuff that was going on. So he was kind of our eyes and ears for the industry. Again, being on PC, he had an advantage over some of the rest of us. So before we get to this next one, he had a 4-week streak at number 1. 6th place is what he's got this week. It's Kazkami Van Doom. So we're going to have somebody else that hasn't been up to number 1, somewhere up there. Kamikaze comes in here at 6th place this week. He's been real busy helping his community now with his Discord. He's already been one of the first guys to join the top 13 Discord, which I'll be sending you a link at the end. We want to try to get every content creator on that Discord so we can have a discussion, just us content creators, of where we're going, what we're doing. We have any kind of arguments, it's best that we go in there, keep it civil, and do it out of the public eye and not in front of each other. We have a duty to be responsible, and we need to build each other up, not tear each other down. So hopefully the Discord I made that's just for the top 13 and all of his content creators, we can help promote each other. But Kamikaze Von Doom is one of those guys that just keeps helping the community. His Discord's taken off, and I'm proud to be part of that. So thank you, Kamikaze Van Doom. Next up, DJ Tickle. He's been on the chart the last few weeks on and off. This week he put up 7 videos, 2 exotics, a build video, 2 streams, a league video, and a general video, and it earned him 23 points, or put him just ahead of Kazkami, Clint, Flair Woo, Patrick Wolf, and Sergeant Graybeard, which was all tied at 23. And that puts him in a solid place again this week at 5th place. Check out DJ Tickle. Usually he does 1 or 2 build videos, but his stuff is pretty well put together and it's pretty precise, but he's getting it done. Next up at 4th place is a guy I know a little bit. It's Bear Essentials with Bear Byers. Now I can tell you how he got up here. 5 videos covering a lot of the league and the seasons last week. Really tried to break each one of those events down. So the few of you that actually struggled to get through, and I would love to know the statistics on how many got the medallion and got everything done, because that was not easy. You could have just ran some exotics and probably got those a lot quicker than working so hard to get that one exotic cache. But there are many of us that went through and did it and tried to help out each and every one of you. I still am amazed how few of you guys know how to take a picture on Xbox. I'll keep showing, I'll keep helping out. That's what I'm here for. That's why I started making videos. Now if you look at my plaque, it's a little different than the others. I'm using this as an example. At the end of this program today, there will be a Discord. I encourage each one of you to join the Discord, and when you're on Discord, message me. We'll exchange emails. I'll send you a release that you can sign, so you can put and send me icons that you want used, and I need your permission in writing, not just a gentleman's agreement, to be able to use that, so I can kind of spice things up and put your own brand on this plaque instead of just your name. So 3rd place is Man of War. Now some of you may not have heard of him, but he's one of those guys that's been somewhere between 15th and 30th place pretty much every week. This week he had a real breakout week. He had some league videos, he had some exotic videos, he did some vendor resets. The guy did kind of a little bit of everything this week, and it earned him 31 points and got him 3rd place. You got to be asking yourself, who's 2nd and who's 1st? Well, we're missing some big names there. Is it Wids? Is it Nothing But Skills? Did they come back because of the PTS? Second place goes to DJ SAS. He's been working real hard to get up here, and here he is. Second place with 32 points and just 4 points behind the eventual winner this week. Now DJ, he's signed his release and gave me permission to use his icon in writing, and it's on file. We spiced it up a little bit to give his brand a little bit visual recognition, not just in name only. I like DJ a lot. We've had a lot of back and forth as friends and discussion, and I hope he can call me a friend, like I've been able to call Kamikaze Von Doom and Jacob R24 and NGN, these guys, friends. And I'm still in awe of guys that make videos like NGN. It's been such a blessing. So number 1 goes to, for the first time in 13 weeks, the man's always been on the charts, except 1 week, but he's never topped it. Well, he leaves the best to last, and the 13th week, the last week of the quarter, Gamey Daddy hits number 1 finally, the first time. So the people that top the chart in the 14 weeks we've had this countdown was the first week it was NGN, because the first week was just my picks, and I just amazed by the lore videos that NGN makes, and he was number 1 inspired video maker. Then Wids kind of dominated the chart with Patrick Wolf getting up there once or twice, and then Wids got back up there, and then the long run by Kamikaze. And now the last week on top is Gamey Daddy. Gamey did it with 14 videos this week. He had a lot of coverage with working with some of his friends on PC to give us a lot of coverage on the PTS and what was going on with the new exotics, the builds, a lot of thoughts on where the game's going, a lot of the released videos and news that was behind the industry. So congratulations, Gamey Daddy, week 13. And later on this week, we're going to be coming out with the first quarter stats, who's in first, who won each category, who's really dominated the charts as a whole of the first quarter of year 2. Now here's what I was telling you about. This is the Discord channel. Right up there in the corner, right there in the left hand corner, is the Discord channel. I really encourage each and every one of you content creators to join this Discord. If we can have a meaningful discussion every week about ideas, about if somebody feels like they've been disrespected or something, this is the place to go. Not an open forum that everybody needs to not hear some of the dirty laundries out there. And maybe we can learn to have more respect amongst each other and help each other, help the smaller guys grow, help the bigger guys keep their interest up, giving them ideas and inspiring them and telling them the great stories about why we make videos is because they kind of led the way to begin with. Maybe we can get some of the older video makers back in and loving the game again. Please join the Discord. Again, this is for you, the content creators. This isn't to promote Bear Essentials or Kamikaze Von Doom. This is for each and every one of us. So with that said, some of the things that we see and we're trying to do, we're trying to get some sponsorships, some chair, like some racing chair sponsors, streaming, capture card sponsors, electronics, mics, monitors, maybe even PlayStation, Xbox, some equipment that can be used on PCs and all this, and get them to sponsor these different categories and programs, so we have prizes and money and maybe even trophies, that kind of thing, to give out at the end of the year. Again, through the Discord, we can kind of interact easier. I can send you stuff back and forth. Before, when this first started, I had to get on each and every one of your videos and say, hey, you know, you did a real good job this week according to the stats, and you made the countdown. Hey, check this out. And some of you would kind of put off that maybe I was trying to steal some of your thunder, which was the last thing I was trying to do, and would try to do. I can understand that there's other people that promote their channel on somebody else's channel. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is to promote each and every one of you. Another crazy idea I had was, you know, giving you guys an icon that shows that you were number 1 for the quarter, or you were number 2 for the quarter, and that you could put on the edge of your video and kind of help sell your brand to your sponsors. So when you go in to discuss your financing with a potential sponsor, you can go back to me being a third party, an uninterested party, and show that the stats that I put together show that you were number 1, or you were number 2, or you were the best storyteller, or you know, you were the one that covered the news the most, or you were the one that, you know, did the most vendor resets for the year. And that can help you sell yourself and your brand to your sponsors to make you some money to recuperate for all the time and effort that each one of you put into your channel. That's my vision, but I need your help as well. I hope each one of you take the time to help each other. And I've already seen the few people that's jumped on the Discord. They're already talking amongst each other, and it was neat to kind of see people interact like that with each other. The love and respect that we have for people that really put out great content and have been doing it for quite some time, and not just be able to cover what's happening and report it in a few seconds or a few minutes at a time, but actually to put the thought into it, research something and put it out there. That's hard to do. That takes a lot of energy and time. So I hope you enjoyed the countdown. Again, big kudos. Sorry that Kamikaze fell off his perch at number 1. I really do miss some of the people that just have been burnt out or tried a different game lately. You know, Wids only had 3 videos this week. Nothing But Skills only had 3 or 4 videos this week. Jet Forth had 1 video. Cold Boy usually has his 2 or 3 videos. Identity had his 4 videos this week. But those guys are still great volumes, has a lot of fans, and it's nothing to shake their stick at. These are still respected, great content creators. In fact, it seems like some of the hardest working ones are some of the new guys coming up, because they are hungry. They haven't got burnt out, and they're just throwing content like crazy at the channel. And it shows. They're up here in the count. But we also see the same people week after week, the Patrick Wolfs and the Pure Primes, the Kamikaze Van Doom, and finally the Gamey Daddy made number 1. Awesome job. Please stop by each and every one of these guys and, you know, give them some love. Pull up that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to each and every one of these guys, I hope you do. I hope you become a subscriber and a supporter of this channel. Again, we're trying to promote each and every content creator that works hard. Not just the guys on the countdown, but the guys that made 1 or 2 videos this week. The ones that are still trying to reach out to their fan bases and say, hey, we're making content to help you enjoy the game that we all love. So again, I want to thank each and every one of you, and tune in here in a few days for the quarterly award winners. Would love to tell you there's big sponsorship, but we just don't have that lined up yet. Hopefully we can get it lined up soon. It would help a lot if we had more support. It would give more weight on trying to get those kind of sponsorships going for the program. So thanks for turning in to Top 13 Content Creators Showcase. I am Bear Byers, and I'm out of here.